I'm Soulcas, a pro Valorant player, and I've been editing my own montages for the past 10 years. But I've always been curious, what would someone else make if I sent them the exact same clips? Well, that's what we're going to find out today. Here's the plan. Liquid has hired 5 editors costing between $50 to $1,000. I'm going to watch every edit and try and match them with the correct price, starting with editor A. Oh, cinematics. Okay, the sync's really good. Okay, okay, I like that. Ooh, I got my voice in there. Yeah, these transitions, I think it's like top tier. I like the ending as well. Okay. Yeah, I think like these transitions and like these kind of, even the flashes are like super nice. Like I see the little movements, the shakes and stuff. The motion blur is quite crazy. Yeah, so like what I like to do is for a few frames, you just kind of like quick effects, you know, like this bit here. Like I love it. Yeah, it's kind of like what I like to do. So now I have to try and guess how much this edit would cost. So with this edit, I would guess it's probably around $150, and I'm only saying that because I don't have a reference with the rest of the edits. Yeah, I'm just gonna put it at that level, and I think that's like a safe bet. So editor A, I'm gonna put it at $150. So next up, editor B. It's already got it's got 3D stuff. Oh, you know when it's 3D, you know it's gotta be expensive. I think that's how people do 3D stuff. I always wondered, even with like CS montages. Honestly, I love 3D stuff. There's no kill feed, but I assume probably even like time constraints maybe, but I also like how the bots from the range as well. Ooh. It's mainly just 3D. There isn't like obviously crazy effects because like 3D probably takes up most of the time. There isn't really like kill feeds and stuff. Maybe like, yeah, if there's like more time. And like even the lighting here. My guess with this edit, I'm gonna put it at 250. Basically the whole thing is like 3D. I know it's not something that everyone can do. 250 is probably the best bet right now, so that's where I'm gonna put it. So next up, editor C. Okay. Yeah, yeah, this is a lot more like standard. I like that effect there on the gun, rather than like from like the 250. I feel like for my first initial guess, this might be like a $50 one. There's like simple effects. I see some Twixter in there. Shout out to Twixter. Been there since day one for us. It's like a TikTok song. Oh, okay, that's my favorite bit for sure. This little iridescent type thing. I like this bit. That's actually done super well. I'm not gonna lie. That was actually done really well. My first guess from that, I think it's gonna be a $50 edit based on like the effects. It wasn't like too crazy enough, really like, you know, out there. So I think from that, I'm just gonna say it's $50. All right, so let's see what editor D has to offer. This already has to be like 1,000. Wait, this is insane. I actually think this is my favorite one. I actually don't even know what to say. Even the song, I think my song's like my favorite thing. The 3D is crazy. Even that as well. I'm actually just kind of shocked, like, this is like my clips. For sure, this has to be like, I'm gonna rate this one $1,000. Even the way the bird's flying is just, I'm just gonna like, even this bit here, Like I've seen some like graphic design like work with like similar types of this kind of, I don't know what you'd call it, but like these kind of lines and shapes, and I just love how it's like put into this edit. I guess maybe my only suggestion, which is kind of wild I'm saying something, is like maybe just turn that, like maybe the overlay with the dirt. But like I can't even believe there's even something to critique, because everything else is like so good. This is perfect, like this edit, my favorite one so far. I just want to keep watching it, but now I got to finish this video. My guess, it has to be the most expensive one right now. It's definitely my favorite one by far. The music, everything, just like the little touches I've seen, like it's honestly so well made. I was honestly shocked that it's just like, it's an edit made for like me. Absolutely insane, like this is incredible. Try not to swear, but incredible. Finally, we have editor E. I love this song. Yeah, this one's... I love that slow motion bit. I'll just wait to the end. It's like how it zooms in here. These like pan crop, you know, type of work going on here. It's actually really good. Because one thing I still like struggle on, but I can tell this is like, you've got like some good pan crop going on. Yeah, even the little like, there's little details of the transitions. Yeah, I like this one a lot. I'm trying to now think what price I'll put this at. Yeah, the pan crop's honestly like so good, and just like the little blur and like touches. I'm trying to think now what price. If that one's 1,000, this one maybe like 500, no, maybe 250. But honestly, yeah, overall, like I love this edit. So good. So to round it all off, I think I'm gonna put this at maybe now 250, because I'm just trying to think like where I'd put the other 3D one. Now I'm kind of a bit of a dilemma, because I know this editor knows what he's doing with all the effects and the little touches. Like it just looks really professional. But I'm just trying to think like how much someone would have to get paid to do like the 3D one or like this type of edit. So maybe I'll just quickly look at editor B again, really quick. It was just mainly 3D. There is like subtle effects, but it's nothing too, you know, like crazy. I see the guns a bit like, yeah. So from rewatching that edit from editor B, I would probably bump it up to $500, purely based on its 3D. It's probably not easy to do, not everyone can do that. And I'll put the other edit from editor E at $250. So to recap, here are my final choices. So editor A was actually, there's no way I've done $500. I just wish I could redo my list. The edit was from Molin. I feel really bad now. Damn, I'm worried about the rest of my list now. I don't know, yeah, we'll see. So editor B was, nah, there's no way. $50 for 3D edit? Damn, you should you should price yourself up a bit higher. That is crazy, $50 in 3D edit? I know nothing. I actually know nothing now. That edit for $50, like, that's a good price. Okay, sure, my list is just out the window, honestly. Just ignore my list, just forget it. All right, editor C is LX $150. Wait, oh, I'll take it. Honestly, compared to the $50 and I priced it at $500, I'll take this $100 difference. You know, I'll take it. So LX 1411, you did pretty good, and I'm glad I priced it roughly accurate. Okay, so editor D. Yeah, I'm not surprised. $1,000 from Beast Evie and Janesy. Honestly, I'm not surprised. Like I'll give you like $2K bucks. I'll double that. I don't know. That was actually so good. It was a crazy edit. The 3D and everything. Like at least I got one right. Honestly, I can't complain. Like this deserved it. It's a crazy edit. Next up, editor E. 250. Goisy, my man. Yeah, I had a feeling it might have been you. Could tell like you knew what you were doing. At least I got it right as well. I thought actually the list was out the window as soon as I guessed the $50 edit was $500, but at least I got this one right. Everything was done at like a pretty high level, a solid edit, and yeah, I wouldn't be disappointed that this edit was $250, so props to you. So to compare my guesses, I managed to get only 2 right. It was from editor E and editor D. I thought I'd get at least maybe 3 or 4 guesses before I can be able to like, you know, figure out like which ones, you know, took more time and stuff. But honestly, the 3D edit really threw me off from editor B. Like I had no idea he offered $50 for that. So crazy stuff. Yeah, that was probably the biggest curveball ever. So